Hey everybody, it's Tara from Tara's Truths. So today is April 25th, it is Thursday, and I would like to do a reading for you. So today, Mercury went into direct station, so we're no longer in Mercury retrograde, so we're kind of coming out of that now. We also will still feel some of the effects of it from the post-shadow period, but for the most part, Mercury is moving forward and we are moving out of that energy. The full moon was on Tuesday, so we're still feeling the effects of that a little bit. So we're kind of coming out on the tail end of that. And also, I think there was one other thing. Oh, yeah. And all the solar eclipses. I think we're kind of out of that. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me. But, yeah, we're kind of coming out of a lot of heavy energy. And from what I feel now, it's a little off balance still because we're still trying to come into balance. So, but I wanted to do a reading for all of you. And it's funny because all the decks that were called to me were actually like old school. Okay, like I'm going OG. So this, for the life of me, I cannot remember the name of the deck, but it's one of the first tarot cards, tarot decks I owned, where I got, however you want to word it. It's actually, I believe the second deck that I've ever had. And I started learning with this deck. Well, I started reading other people with this deck. There was another deck that I use that I still kind of hold close and near and dear to my heart that I read for me. But this is, I read for other people with this deck. I also felt called to use some of my old Oracle decks that I've got when I really first started opening up. This one is called Healers of the Earth Oracle, and it actually is from 2018. It's by Mandy Peterson. So I felt called to use this deck. I also felt called to use this deck, Signs from Spirit Love Oracle from Mystic Moon Oracles. She was one of the first readers that I started watching about the twin flame readers and stuff. And I also found a couple of other decks that I loved. For some reason, this is called the Seeker's Oracle by Raven Fenlon, I believe. But just such a beautiful deck, and I felt called to bring this out as well. And old school again, I know Doreen Virtue no longer does these decks, but I love this deck, Healing with the Fairies. So this is one of my first Oracle decks, actually. So like I said, I'm going old OG, and I feel called to use a lot of Oracle cards today for some reason. Very little tarot, a lot of Oracle, but I am going to bring in another tarot deck just to verify everything because I like to have more than one tarot. I'm not really sure what deck I'm going to grab. I have a couple out here, but we'll see what one calls to me as I'm reading. So I was shuffling this deck, and these three cards came out, and for some reason, it's almost like a preliminary thing that I feel like I want to do. So let's just see what they are. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, which I think showed up last week, Four of Cups, and Two of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so again with the Seven of Pentacles, we're waiting. That's that waiting energy of things, being patient and things coming into being ripe. Okay, so it's almost like the apples are there, but they're not ready to be picked, even though we can see them and we want to grab it. But if we do, it's not going to be, it's juiciest and sweetest that it can be. So be careful not to pick too early. So that's what this is. This is about being patient and honoring that patience. Because for some reason with this Four of Cups, this is like, Very stable card, okay? So it's 4, so it's stable. But it's also, okay, let me put it this way. The Ace of Cups is like you have this cup and all this love and all these emotions, and it's just wonderful. The 2 is 2 people coming together. The 3 is like this joyous occasion. And the 4 is kind of like more like a longing in a way. Like you're kind of like you went through it and it's like, all right, well, now what? But that's why it's balanced. So it's kind of like taking the Ace, 2, and 3 and balancing it all together, because you have your 1 cup that's full, that's just so much love and so much energy and just so wonderful. Then you have your 2 with your 2 people coming together with that. And then your 3 of just your community, people that you resonate with. And now you've added yourself into the mix. So now you have all 4 corners of your emotions there, okay? And it could also represent, let's not, my cat's meowing, let's not forget emotions that are quote unquote bad, okay? They're not, they just are. Energy is not good or bad, it just is. But like sadness or frustration or anger even, you know, that is all forms of love. A lot of times we're feeling things, you know, we're feeling longing and a little sad because of things we've lost or things that we want that we haven't gained yet that, you know, we're not showing the patience for. But I really feel like that this 2 of Pentacles, this is energy coming in. I feel like that this is in reverse position because this is the universe saying, this is coming in, don't worry, hang tight, because you will be able to balance your life, okay? Pentacles is earth energy. And it's like you will find your balance. You're going to be able to balance all of these emotions. What? Sorry. What are you doing over there? What are you doing over there, Jakey? Jakey? All right, I figured maybe he'd answer, but he's not. Sorry. I had to answer him. He's 17. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I do also feel that, you know, being patient about what's growing, but I also see that she has a basket full of things that she already plucked and she already picked that are beautiful and ripe. So she wants to add to her basket, you know. It's not just what's growing. It's not like she doesn't have anything and she's waiting. She has a lot, you know, just like these cups. She has all of the cups, you know. It's just don't forget yourself in the mix is kind of how I feel about this. Let's see. Yeah, see, like what I'm saying, like a longing. It's like a longing there. Like a waiting, like there's more waiting. There's not a lot of movement with these 2 cards, and even with this, like the movement hasn't come down yet. But that's okay, because we're still in waiting period, because we are going to have to kind of balance some things. So we're just being told to sit tight and wait, and we will be able to balance it. Sit tight and wait until we can balance it is kind of what I'm getting with that. So that's a little, I guess, like a theme. So we're not in the energy of almost like the Mercury retrograde. Like, let's practice a pause, okay? Like it's starting to move forward, but we're coming out of the retrograde, but we're kind of moving towards the forward before it like sets off. You know, it's like we're not going backwards anymore. We're just kind of sitting still. So that's kind of what I feel like the energy right now is. Not a lot of movement. It's more of just being patient and waiting. And let's see, what is the Secret Oracle going to tell me? No, there's too many there. Let's see what the Secret Oracle wants to tell me with this. If anything at all, yes. Not so black and white. Love that. Look at that. That's really cool. Yeah, so things are not as black and white as we think. It's not yes or no. It's not, one way or the other. It's all the shades of the rainbow. It's all the colors. It's everything. So I'm just seeing what I get in this. I love this, that it's a zebra. And what is that zebras are, there's like a thing of like, are they black with white stripes or white with black stripes? It's something like that. I think there actually is an answer to that. I don't really remember, to be honest, but that just popped into my head for some reason. So maybe even think about that for a little bit. But I'm getting more like, be open to color, open your mind, open your expression of how you express yourself. You don't have to do things the way you've been doing them just because you've been doing them like that all along. You can open up to something new, is what I'm getting. Be patient, because new colors are coming into your life. Something is going to show up for you, for all of us. I feel like that's what this is telling us, that things aren't going to be so easy. Sometimes it's, when we have options, it creates more, I don't like the word anxiety, but I think it kind of applies here. Like if you have too many options, it's like you don't know what to pick. You don't know how to make a decision when there's so many things presented to you. But maybe you don't have to. Maybe you can accept it all, right? And maybe accept everything for as it is. It's kind of what I'm getting. Okay. All right. So that was like a little preliminary to see, like, I guess, like the main theme. So I'm going to say, stay still, be patient, see what comes your way. Let me see. Okay. I just want to make sure I had it right side up. All right, so let's see now. Let's get some more energies on like the best way for us to move through this week. What is the best way for us to move through this week? Okay. That, and this. Okay, let's see if you can see all of this. You can. I might just kind of zoom in a little bit. Okay. All right. So we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. We also have the Death card in reverse. We have Justice. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. We have the Ace of Pentacles upright. And we have the King of Cups. Very cool. All right, so let's start here. Well, overall, let me say, the first thing that really popped into my head is there's a lot of things coming in, but there's a lot of things right here. And the things right here, right now, are balance, okay? So the Justice card is like, kind of like, I just heard like you're weighing your heart against a feather. What one is heavier? Like, are you carrying a lot of things on your heart, or is the feather like heavier than your heart? Okay. Like things will balance out. And I also do see a lot of transformation with these butterflies here, which is interesting with the Death card. So a lot of transformation, a lot of things have already transformed. See a lot of feathers, so there's a lot of air energy. I think I've mentioned in previous videos that I do I've worked in shamanic practice, and that we are now in the air energy of the year. So it's like 3 months, I think it's Earth. Yeah, starts with Earth and now we're in air. So we are in the air spiral. That's what they call it. But overall, I'm getting here that, like I said, there's a lot of energy coming in, but there's a lot of stability already here, that we've already planted stability. So this Eight of Wands and the Death card in reverse. The Eight of Wands, for me, in this depiction is kind of like, I'm going to turn it over, is kind of like you're taking things and letting it go. You don't need what doesn't serve you anymore. You're just letting it go. And you're just watching everything flow away, watching it go bye-bye, okay? So it's saying to you, everything is going to come in again, okay? And you get to choose which ones you want to let go, which plants you want to pick up and blow away, and which ones do you want to leave grounded. Which seeds that grow into things are you happy with and that are good, that are fulfilling your life? Is it your job? Is it your relationships? Is it your friendships? Is it your lifestyle? Is it habits? You know, like, do you have healthy, good habits? Or are you drinking too much? Are you putting on weight and eating poorly? Are you not getting enough exercise? Are you not getting enough sun? Are you sleeping too much? Are you not sleeping enough? You know, or is there too much time on social media? Those kinds of things. Are you spending time with people that are bringing you down versus people that will help build you up? You know, who are you surrounding yourself with? Is your place of employment fulfilling? Is it cultivating that part of you that you want to bring out? You know, you have so many different parts of yourself, so many different parts of your life that create who you are as a person. Is there something that you love to do that you just kind of don't do anymore because there's something else that took its place? Find room. Pull one of the weeds, pull one of the things out, blow it away, and bring in something that you love. Let it transform. Let the thing die. Let it go. You know, let it die a natural death. It's meant to. It's meant to die this death and transform and help bring balance into your life. That's what this energy coming in. That's why we have different colors coming in, because the colors that are there maybe became so black and white. And it's interesting that this black and white here, it's balanced, right? And that's kind of cool because look, the black is underneath over here. It's like almost like turned around, like it's black here and it's black over on this part, and like the bottom is up and the bottom is down over here, kind of like the juxtaposition, balancing out, as above so below, as within so without. So I kind of feel like that this is bringing balance. Like I said, I also see these butterflies, so we have a lot of transformation here as well. And holding a feather, like weighing things against a feather. Like if it's something heavier than the feather, let it go. You don't need it. You don't need all this heaviness put upon you. And this King of Cups, Knight of Cups, sorry. So this energy is coming in, this, oh look, I love this. The Knight of Cups is coming in, okay? And the Knight of Cups is the one that holds the love. Like he's the romantic. He's all things love, and he's moving, okay? It's moving in towards you. But you know what I really love about this, and that this was reversed? That this Knight of Cups is now the king. And the King of Cups, look, he doesn't have to move. He's right freaking there. He's stable. He is emotional. He is a master of his emotions. He's nailed it down. He figured himself out. He knows himself well. He can commune with all the different parts of himself. He doesn't have to react in ways that are not healthy. because he feels all the things. So he knows. And I love this as the card that flipped over, and I love it as the card next to the Ace of Pentacles, because the Ace of Pentacles is like planting a new seed, like starting again fresh, like it's new. It's brand spanking new. You get to start your life over again. You get to transform. You get to, these energy gets to die and comes in again, gets to be reborn again into this really beautiful love. And I feel like that this love is a lot of self-love. I feel that this love is love for your job. It's love for your family, love for your friends, love for a person. It very well could be a romantic connection. It doesn't have to be, but it can be if that's what you're doing. I feel like that there's a lot of encouragement, a lot of you're realizing your worth, and you're asking for it. That's what this Pentacles is. To me, Pentacles is also not just the earth energy, but it's coins, it's anything of value. So this could be a job, this could be anything of value to you. It could be a new house, a new home, something tangible though. It's in our tangible world. Like this is less tangible. This is more etheric. Well, emotions are not really tangible per se. We feel them and we experience them, but we can't see and touch it like we can with the Pentacles. The Pentacles it's a tangible thing. So you will see a tangible manifestation of this energy. There is going to be something that shows up for you that's going to be there for you. All right, let's see. The Secret Oracle. Let's see if we can get something with that. Oh, you know what? No, I'm getting this. Let's do this. This is the Mandy Moore. Let's get some. All right. Look at this. All right. Well, the first one was dashing through the snow, and it kind of went like this. So, minor setbacks, delays, and roadblocks, number 34. That's a 7 card too. So I don't know, because it kind of was like this. It's like, I wonder, I'm going to leave it the way it showed up. I wonder if it's going out that way. Like you're kind of like maybe that's what this is. Like this is kind of like getting rid of those setbacks, those delays, those roadblocks. And I don't want to say delay in a bad way. It's more like, maybe this is why we have to practice this patience over here. This is why we have to sit still with this, okay? We have to sit still because right now these things are going out. We're getting rid of this, okay? And maybe this was something that had come in maybe around December, maybe around Christmas time, like this dashing through the snow. I feel like winter, like this winter energy is leaving, that whatever you accumulated in the winter, I'm even hearing like winter fat, like things that were stored up are now leaving and we're getting rid of. And this dining table that was here like this, number 9, the dining table, a date, a social gathering, and nourishment. And look at that, because what a beautiful card. It's like the sun is coming in. There's another butterfly. There's this light that's lit, and there's this table. There's also a little bag on this chair here. This is a really nice little card, and it's basically saying that, you know, a dining table, like that's where you eat, that's where you nourish yourself. A social gathering, nourishment. Yeah, exactly. So this is what this is. And like I said, there could be a date, because look what we have here. Over here, we have this Oceans of Love, and it landed right on the King of Cups, everybody. Deep love, caring, emotional support. You can't make this shit up. See? It's kind of like the Lover's card. And like this was over with this good vibration, okay? So what's going to come out of this, coming out of this is good vibrations, okay? Positive vibes, upliftment, resonance. Look at that. And she's dancing. So she's happy. She's, and also dancing, especially like if you're a ballet dancer, any kind of professional dancer, like, yes, we all dance, and we all dance to our own rhythm, and our own bodies have their own rhythm, their own movement. But when you're a professional dancer, there's a lot of work and a lot of skill that comes into that. I'm feeling that what has been happening, okay, now I'm going to go for the love life here. What has been happening is that there have been so many relationships that just have not worked out, okay? That you've been patiently waiting, and maybe that this is what this longing is, okay? But it's like a balancing out. Like, this too is going to be tangible soon, okay? Somebody of a different color is going to come in. Somebody that's different than who you used to date. Maybe it does have to do with race. It may be, it may not be, but it's like somebody different, somebody wearing something different. Like, and I don't mean wearing as in clothes, although it could be, but I mean like wearing a different energy than what you usually go for. And that's what this is being pulled out. You're going to have your date. It's going to create this beautiful relationship of over here landing on this King of Cups. It might be a masculine energy coming in and really showing that love, but I feel like both parties are going to be mastering that love, and it's going to create this beautiful upliftment and positive energy for you. And we have moon magic right here: sleep, dreams, rhythms, and cycles. So maybe that's what this full moon, the energy brought in. Remember I said about the full moon, I did a full moon reading, and I said how it was all about love that's coming in. So there might be a great love that is coming in. So this could be somebody special, a specific person. It may also be yourself, okay? And I like this because 7 and 4 is 11, 2 and 9 is 11, there's 9, 2 and 7 equals 9, and this equals 7. So that's kind of like the 7, this change is coming out. 7 represents change. We have 9, which is a balanced energy. These two, it's 9, 9, and we have 11, 11 right here. Just some numerology coming in. 11, 11. I know that old twin flame energy that, like I said, I kind of walked away from a little bit. I know there's been a lot of negative connotation around that, but I'm seeing it for what it is, the balance of the masculine and feminine, however that resonates with you. And it should always be a choice. You don't have to stay in any kind of abusive or toxic situation under the guise that this person is your twin flame or soulmate or whatever. I've seen more people get hurt with that, and including myself. And if it is not right for you, if it is not uplifting and not bringing you this deep emotional safety and security and love that you both sit in and support each other through, and if it's this back and forth, it's not healthy. That is not a healthy relationship. It's all, yes, we're triggered, we get triggered and everything, and I'm going to go down this whole road that I don't want to go down. All right, let's do some more. Oh, there's too many there. No. Well, maybe. Let's just do it. New opportunities and abundance are coming your way. 888. We have Swan, loyalty. Here's that good vibration. Maybe Swan Lake. I also saw music with that. Your hard work and determination is creating blessed foundations for the future. 444. We have mushrooms with dreaming. We have whole with mystery. And this is interesting. Red, passion, anger, and courage. And there's one other, strength. There's another word down there. Wow. So we got some 8s, we got some 4s. So that's interesting that these were 9s and 7s and 11s, and now we have 8s and 4s. So that's pretty cool. I like it. I like that. I do want to add another tarot on there just to see like one final. I might be I'll pull. I don't know. This is the Witch's Tarot. Does it want to talk? Do you want to add anything? It does not. All right. It doesn't want to add. Light Seers Tarot. Do you want to add anything? Okay. That's, yeah. Anything? I'm thinking it might be the Crow Tarot. Yeah, this is not. This is not. I keep thinking Crow. And I'm like, that's a little bit more of a complicated deck. I haven't read in a while, but I can read the energies. All right, here it is. I bet you. I bet you. I told you. I knew it. Gosh. Didn't want to leave. All right. Queen of Swords. That's a message for me to not get in my head. That's what that is. All right, I'm going to put that to the side. It's exactly what this was telling me to get out of my head. Because I'm like, oh, I have to worry. I haven't read in a while and I have to read these. You can't make this shit up. All right, so we have 7 of Wands. Oh, here's that 7 of Wands again. Is that what this is? Oh, that's the 8 of Wands. All right. Yeah, so this is kind of like, and here I see that feather again. So keeping your heart open like a feather, light as a feather. What else am I seeing in here? I kind of see like too much chitter chatter. All right. Don't listen to so much chitter chatter in your head, outside your head, and people's bullshit. Don't listen to other people. Don't listen to all the squawking, kind of like all that and telling you what to do and how to do it. Sorry. You know what you want. You know what fires you want. There's still some that are uncovered, that are still not known yet. Actually, I do want you to listen to the voices in your head. I'm not telling you not to listen to them. What I want you to do, the voices in your head, okay? And here's an exercise. You can, don't push it down, accept it. So if you hear a voice in your head, like, don't do that. Ask it why. Say, all right, what's going to happen if I do that? Like, like don't let go of this specific person, or don't let go of this specific, job. Don't look for another job because this one is good enough. Like, ask it why. Like, dig in a little bit and ask like these other parts of yourself what you need to know. Because we are the keeper of our own fate. We are the keeper of our own story. We are the keeper, and we have so many stories. We have so many experiences within our bodies and within our energetic field that are ours, that are there to repeat, okay? Because we're creatures of habit. Our body likes to repeat these things. So if you want a different outcome, you do have to ask yourself why, okay? And weigh your heart against a feather. I keep getting that. If something is heavy on your heart, let it go, release it. And it's going to take a lot of courage, and it's going to take a lot of strength. And that's what this is. And again, with the strength, and here's an 8. The strength, because remember here, strength, it does say strength in there. So that's what that was. And this is your ruling your 8s. The Hermit, yeah, go within, and Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, all right, so these are all, what is the word? major arcana. Your Strength card, your Hermit card, and your Wheel of Fortune. So, yeah, go within, light your own light, sit in meditation and listen to your thoughts, and just recognize them. And then you become a master of them. You get to master them. This is what, like a perfect example. I'm going to give you a perfect example. When I didn't pick the Crow Tarot, okay? Now, my intuition told me to grab this deck, but I didn't because I was afraid that I haven't really been reading that often lately and that I would look like an idiot if I get stuck on a card, okay? That was the voice in my head, and I was listening to it because I was grabbing 2 other decks. And what happened? Neither one of them wanted to talk. And what did I do? I acknowledged the voice. And I said, and I even verbalized it, and now really sound like a dope because, you know, I'm trying to, you know, oh yeah, I'm a reader, and, you know, I haven't read in a while, so I'm a little rusty and I'm feeling a little insecure about it. And here I am telling you this. And what is the first freaking card that falls out? The Queen of Swords. Do you want to know what else the Queen of Swords is for me? It is my, this has always been the Queen of, I've always resonated with the Queen of Cups, but I started coming into my own and have been the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Queen of Swords is the air. I'm an air sign, so this is what this is. So this, and air is talking and thoughts, so it's mastering it. So it was me like, get out of your freaking head and start reading. So that's what that's why I'm telling you that, because those voices are important, because it's going to bring forth your fears, your anxieties, the things that are holding you back, that are making you stay stuck in these things. And you don't have to, because the universe has this beautiful way. Like, this is the way out of this, okay? Like, figure out what it is, be strong, do it, go in there, and then move forward with it, because we're constantly turning. And look, we have a lion, and there's this strength, and this quiet strength, you know? And you can go deep within yourself. Wow. I love this. I love this reading. Do I want to go another? I might just add to this. Let's see. This is Healing with the, what is it? Healing with the Fairies? Oracle card. Quiet Time. Upside down. Let's see. This one flipped up. Okay. So we have Quiet Time. That landed down here. It landed over here. So Quiet Time. So that kind of is like, I think that was there. So that is kind of like, you know, spending time in meditation, like I said, and that hermit energy of just being like, look at this. She's just enjoying nature. Like, go out, enjoy nature. You know, if you enjoy reading, sit in quiet with reading, you know, like we don't always, like a lot of times TV or social media, something's always coming at us. There's more for us to have to interpret. All these things like are firing at us. It's like, oh my God, like we're so overstimulated that our nervous systems are overstimulated. And a lot of times when we go to be quiet at night, everything is like racing because we're trying to process everything. So if we spend some quiet time, like just silence. Oh, I love silence. I love it. It's just, you know, it's almost like just taking everything off, and, you know, like taking your bra off when you get home at night, you know, like those kinds of things. Happily ever after. Look at that. And I romantic partner. okay, for those of you, and miracle healing. So all this energy around you, I'm telling you, a lot of you are going to meet a new romantic partner. There's going to be a new romantic partnership. And this happily ever after, that is something we need to work on. And in the way of that happily, all happy, it's not like the fairy tale happy ever after, because I don't think that actually exists, to be honest, like that fairy tale thing. I do think we have to work on it. And I think that's something that we get to choose to do all the time. We get to choose to be happy. You know, we can be happy with what we have. That doesn't mean we don't strive to, you know, we don't make like bad things great. That means we accept the bad things and move out of them. That doesn't mean that we say, all right, well, I'm in an abusive situation and I'm just going to be happy about it. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying is that to get that happy ending, we really have to put the work in to do it. It doesn't happen like it does in the fairy tales, is I guess what I mean. Or maybe it does, because a lot of the fairy tales, it's like these characters have to go on like this journey or whatever, like they have to do these things, and there's a series of whatever in order to get to that place. I'm also seeing more mushrooms. What was mushrooms again? Dreaming. Maybe this happily ever after is, what do you dream about? Like, what is your, if you can, here's a little exercise maybe. If you can write out, maybe if you could even either write out or maybe make a collage or something, or draw, if you paint, however you want to create this in a tangible way, what your happily ever after is. Like, what does it look like? Does it look like a big family, a small family, a cat, a dog, 20 dogs, you know? Does it look like you have a big house, a small house, or you travel around, you have a mobile house? You know, does it look like you have like a 9-to-5 job, like something stable and secure? Or do you kind of fly by the seat of your pants and you know, travel for work or whatever? Are you more stationary? Are you home cooking, or does somebody cook for you? You know, like all of those little things, like those things that you enjoy doing. You know, are you creating? Are you calculating? You know, like, are you more of like somebody who's into research or into like math or science, or you know, or are you more artistic or creative or music or whatever? Like, maybe that's a really good way. And I'm getting chills, so this is my affirmation for this. That if you create this tangible thing to look at, whether it's a journal entry, like, but sit in quiet time and write this out, like almost like plan it, like, you know, like, these are the things I want. Make like an outline if you're more organized, or if you're more, you know, open and creative, like create a collage of somewhere. Canva is great for that. They have all kinds of stuff, like a dream board or whatever you want to call it. Or if you paint or sketch or draw or whatever, like draw it out, like what it would look like for you. You know, like that happily ever after. Is there a partner? Is there no partner? Is there, you know, many people you meet along your path of life? Do you have like one friend that you talk to all the time, or do you have like a big group of friends that you go between? And or do they all know each other? Do you all get together? Or, you know, is it like you get together with certain people at certain times, so you have, you know, different days that you go do different things? Like, even to that extent, like, do you carve out time for you where you just sit in meditation every day? Do you carve out time for you to go get a massage once a month? Like, do you get a spa day? You know, like, I mean, for me, even I get my nails done every 3 to 4 weeks. That for me is a thing for me to do. I enjoy doing it. I work for my money, and I enjoy doing that. I also love eating good food. I love sushi, and I try to take myself out for sushi. These last 2 weeks, I took myself out for sushi, and I used to do that all the time, and I haven't done it for months. And then I'm like, I want sushi, and now I've been doing it. I did it last week, and I did it today. So, like, those kinds of things that you do for yourself. I like to spend time with my friends. I like to talk to them on the phone, and, those kinds of things. Like, what really gets you going? Like, I enjoy crocheting. I enjoy reading for all of you. Like, these things. Like, these are the things. Even the day-to-day things. I do love my job. I love being a vet tech. It is... Putting medicine and animals together is the perfect job for me. I love medicine. I love animals. It's a no-brainer. But I love my intuition. I love doing this for you. Like, those kinds of things. That is all part of my happily ever after. There's a lot of things that are not happily ever after. Do not get me wrong. And that's where the strength and the work come in. So, but all of those little things that make you you, that make you unique, that's what I want you to strive for. That's what I want you to get excited about. Like, be happy about those things. You go to the gym, you go work out, like those kinds of things. Like, yeah, I love to dance. I love music. I put it on and I dance around my kitchen. Or I'm a professional dancer and I teach, or, I teach dance, or I just teach in general, or, like all of those things. All of the many hats we wear, because we are so many moving parts, on a macro level where we can see. But on a micro level, we're even more moving parts. Like, what do we enjoy? Like, let's get all of our senses involved. What do we see that we love to look at? What do we hear that we love to hear? What do we taste? What do we smell? What do we touch? All of those things. Like, that's your happily ever after. Wow. Wow, this reading really inspired me. It really did. I feel so grateful for this, and to be able to present this to you. And I think I'm going to end it with a Swords of Light oracle from Radleigh Valentine, and this is a Archangel Michael Swords of Light oracle. So let's see what Archangel Michael wants to say to us. I love Archangel Michael. He's a great protector. All right, he flipped the card over for me. He did. I know he did. I felt it. 34. Trust in divine purpose. And do we see another butterfly? We see more butterflies here. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you are on a path of growth. Wow. I love that. I'm actually going to read out of the book for you. 34. Trust in divine purpose. Dear darling child, I know that you have experienced emotional wounds during this human experience. It is my intention to help soothe your heart as you recover from these challenges. Remember I said whatever is heavy on your heart, get rid of? That light is a feather kind of thing? Yeah. Source is pouring pure white light of healing down upon you to help you come to a place of peace as quickly as possible. It will take a little time, but there is no doubt that you will heal. It will take a little time. There's the patience. I know that you are confused. I realize that you're fearful, anxious, sad, or even heartbroken. But I am asking you to trust me. Remember I was saying about all that, like the longing and all the emotions, and that they're not always quote unquote good, but they're there. There is a reason for what you're going through. There is meaning in this experience. It may take a while for you to understand why this has happened now, why this has to happen now, but that time will come. It will. One day you will see the divine purpose underlying your growth as a soul in a human form, and you will suddenly connect the dots. The aha moment will arrive. And when you do see the light, which they put in quotes, you'll realize that it was all divinely orchestrated to take you to the next step of your dreams coming true and real joy coming into your life. There's the dream. There's the happily ever after. There it is. Maybe you can see that right now. Maybe you already get it and you're putting your faith into positive action. If you are, then good for you, because your faith is indeed being rewarded. But if you're struggling right now, then again, I ask that you trust me. Reach out to friends and family for comfort. Allow yourself to experience the emotions you're having. Be open to the loving care of professional counselors if the need arises. This will all work out. It will be okay. And I am here for you now and until the day comes when it will all make sense. Wow. And yeah, that's definitely another thing I encourage. If you are going through any kind of hardship or anything, because it did say that in there, that you are struggling with, please, there is no shame in seeking out help from professionals. That's what they're there for. They really are, and they are there to help you and to guide you and to help you clear out stuff that you no longer need. They're there to help you unravel that mess, to get rid of all of that crap. And 34 again. There could even be something with the date March 4th or 4-3 again. 3-3-4-4. I was just seeing that again. Maybe it's significant to you. Maybe it's not. Maybe something happened on the 4th of this month, 3rd of April. I don't know. But I just wanted to tell you that about with seeking out help. But I love that because I love Archangel Michael. I call him in every day. I ask him to be with me every single day. He is, he's beautiful. He's great. He's strong. He helps me through so much. He's such a great protector. So yeah, and he holds a sword. So yeah, wow, what a great reading. This has been a really good reading. And like I said, I was just called to do more oracle than tarot for some reason, but I'm glad I pulled for the tarot that I did pull for, because it really spoke really nicely about what is happening. And I hope this resonates with you. I hope this helps you moving forward. My intention is really like the energy coming in now. I mean, I say a week, I call it a weekly reading, but I mean, when you see it, it's when it's for you, okay? Time is not linear. Time is always constantly going. So this may elongate through springtime into the summer. I got some winter things. Maybe winter is when all of this is going to be clearing out, and maybe come next New Year, we're going to be seeing all of this. Maybe next spring. I mean, this really can just, it's an ongoing process, but just trust in the divine purpose. And there was one thing that they said here, that we are a soul in a human body. But the human body is very much alive and very much loves us, because this human body wanted to house your soul as much as your soul wanted to be in a body, your body wanted it just as much. So that has been my journey lately, like really opening up and loving the body, because I already love my soul and spirit. And now it's time for the body to really just come into its own on this plane. Maybe you're on a similar journey. I just figured I would share that and come into balance with both of those things. Okay. But whatever you need to believe in right now, maybe you believe in your body and now you're opening up to your soul or your spirit. Maybe this is your journey. I just figured I would share that. So, but the body is just as important. And it's okay if you're still kind of like putting it to the side a little bit, to figure out, where you are in this grand scheme of things. So just trust your path, trust your intuition, trust the process, put your strength in yourself, put your faith in yourself, seek out people who love and support you, who want the best for you, not people who are going to manipulate and control. Steer clear of them, love them from a distance, but you're one true person or 10 true people, or if you don't have that, a therapist will help you. That's what they're there for. That's their job. That's what they're meant to do. And if these readings help you at all, then seek out readings if that helps support you through whatever you're going through. All right, well, I hope this resonated. Please like, share, subscribe. I'd love to hear from you. And we will catch up again soon. So everybody have a wonderful, wonderful week, a wonderful day, and enjoy. Bless. Mwah. Bye.